Welcome to Superstitions, Traditions, and Definitions. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Carol.
We're going to talk about the Tooth Fairy.
Ooh. What a good one.
I know.
Yeah.
I know the Tooth Fairy doesn't have your kids' teeth because you do.
I have them.
You didn't.
I bought them from my children, so we jointly own them.
Oh, so the Tooth Fairy didn't show up at your house.
Well, I am the Tooth Fairy.
Really?
Yeah.
In that case, we need to chat because
Myself.
you let my kids down.
I'm sorry. I have cash in my purse. We'll take care of
Okay,
this.
all right.
We'll take care of this later.
Take care of that later.
No, I wanted to keep them and their teeth and stuff. I just did. I have them.
Okay.
They're not on a necklace or anything. I'm not, what?
If you were a Viking, you would have bought them.
What makes you think I'm not a Viking? Maybe I am a fucking Viking. Look at me.
Well, you're obviously not if the teeth aren't on a necklace.
They're just little bitty teeth.
I know.
So
That. Okay. Well, we'll get into it in a minute. Because it is
I'm a little insulted right
I know,
now.
I'm sorry.
If you were a Viking.
If.
Maybe I am. Do I not scream Viking? I mean, it's Irish. I mean, I get that, but
I mean, you're hiding your beard very well.
Thank you. It's makeup. Do what I
Yeah.
can.
You've done a great job.
Thanks.
Like this, you do not look like a Viking. When you let your beard flow.
Oh, yes.
You have a more Viking.
On days I forget to shave.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
On days you forget to shave, you look more Viking-esque.
I didn't wear my Nordic braid today.
No, not
anything like
today.
that. I need to get off my ass and make that happen.
Get with it.
Okay, if I were a Viking, if one were.
We're not gonna.
What?
We're skipping ahead.
Why?
That was skipping ahead, and I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I just messed up our thing, didn't I? I will not hit the table again.
Okay.
in anger.
In anger.
I'll hit you.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
That
Okay.
taught me.
There.
So
that's what you get.
Won't skip ahead.
Okay.
Hold the Viking for a minute.
Okay.
Right there in your little hands. That big, strong Viking. Hold him. Yeah. The Tooth Fairy.
Yes.
Is a predominantly American thing.
Oh.
So the exact origins are unknown, but it's believed we pulled from many different cultures and traditions and kind of made our own.
Ooh.
So it was first mentioned in the Chicago Tribune.
Okay.
In 1908.
Okay.
Right before the First World War and then the Great Depression. So it didn't really take off as far as the popularity that it has now.
Okay.
That came after World War II in the 40s and 50s. Largely, first of all, in part, the economy was better, so parents had coins to
stick under
pillows.
Gotcha.
Also, Disney.
What Disney do?
Disney existed. Their stories with Cinderella and the Fairy Godmothers and Tinkerbell.
Okay.
So fairies gained popularity.
Okay.
At this time. So there are many different cultures that have rituals of baby teeth disposal, baby teeth something.
Well,
anyway,
I didn't want to dispose of them.
I know. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
And it is believed that our American Tooth Fairy, which actually has taken off kind of across the world too, it's kind of replaced some of the other traditions with teeth in other countries, Canada, UK, Australia. They party with the American Tooth Fairy now.
Right on.
I know it.
Mm-hmm.
The
girl is busy. She is busy.
She is.
She's gotta make it through.
They also don't have to worry about witches as much as they did.
So. Oh, okay. Yes.
Because,
The tooth fairy fights off witches.
Is
that what it
it's
is?
in there. It's in there.
She just doesn't put up with it.
Mm-mm.
She's like, you know what? I'll take your teeth too.
Exactly.
Witchy poo, get out of my face.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, why not? I'm down with that.
So our tooth fairy is an amalgamation of a lot of cultures. As best folklorists can tell, we pulled from several different cultures and their traditions with baby teeth and made our own.
Okay.
Which gained popularity after World War II, thanks in part to the popularity of fairies from Disney.
Fantastic. Yeah. Do we have to clap our hands for
Disney?
The Tooth Fairy?
Always.
I was going to say, that's Tinkerbell. We had to clap for Tinkerbell or she would have died.
Oh, that's true.
Duh. Move on.
We don't want Tinkerbell.
We don't want Tinkerbell to die. Damn it! How will we fly? How will we get our
exactly? We gotta save
our
Tinkerbell.
Pixie dust, our fairy dust.
Important.
How would we? Yes.
Important.
Hang on, Tinkerbell. We're here.
I think I use my pixie dust every day.
I surely should. Mm-hmm. Anywho, sorry.
Anywho, so there was a British superstition.
Yes.
In order for adult teeth to grow straight and strong,
okay,
the baby teeth needed to be buried in a garden.
Okay.
This was also important in the medieval times.
Well, naturally.
Because you know why? Witches.
Okay. I was going to say to fertilize our garden with calcium, but apparently that's not it. You're just going with witches.
It is to...
Is that the old standby, is witches?
If the word medieval is involved, you know it has something to do with witches. Middle Ages or medieval times, those witches were running rampant.
I guess so.
They were always after people. They wanted to take control of your children. Mm. And if they got access to those tiny baby teeth, they would be able to control the child.
I see.
So,
if I got a hold of the baby teeth, would I be able to control my child? Does it work that way?
Probably why you kept them.
No, my kids are nice.
That's probably because you have their teeth and are controlling them.
No, it's because I'm a hard ass.
Well, I mean, or there's that. Or there's that. And it has nothing at all to do with the baby teeth. Well, however, I choose to believe it's because
I'm a hard ass.
You have the baby teeth.
No.
And have made them.
No.
By controlling them through their baby teeth.
No. Don't put up with shit.
You witch.
That's what it is. I know. Well, some days, I guess. I don't know. I've heard as much.
Sometimes.
It's fine.
Sometimes. I mean,
witch, bitch, whichever.
Whatever. That's what I was going to say. I hear the other, but.
You hear I'm a bitch?
No, me. Myself.
Whatever.
Sometimes.
Whatever.
There are people out there.
You're not going to tell me who said I was a bitch, are you?
Nobody has said you were. Not to me. That would be dumb.
Well,
it would be like somebody coming to you and telling you I was a bitch. Nobody is that stupid.
You don't get to say it. I can say it.
Yeah.
But some other bitch doesn't get to say that.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Stop with the shenanigans.
Exactly. Knock it off.
Exactly.
Great. Get it.
So there were also a lot of traditions that involved throwing the tooth.
Is that how you got it out of somebody's head? We're not going that way.
Okay. I mean, maybe you threw the whole kid and the tooth flew out of there. I don't know.
It's frowned upon, I would say.
Oh, it probably is.
Yeah, let's not throw the baby.
Oh yeah, let's not do that. That's a bad idea.
It is.
I mean, technically, they would be like a preschooler.
Still, don't throw the preschooler.
Okay. All right, don't do that.
Come on now.
I'm going to try real hard.
It's a family show.
I am not going to make.
It's not really a family show because I already said fuck, and we're talking about bitches.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but we're still not going to talk about throwing the preschooler, the 4-year-old, the 6-year-old, however old they are when they start to lose teeth. I forget.
Around 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the Middle East, Egypt, Jordan, Iraq.
Did anybody find it to be bad luck if your teeth started to fall out of your face? Mm-mm. Oh, I'm surprised.
No.
Back in medieval times.
So Middle East, Egypt, Jordan, Iraq. Also, Indonesia, Nigeria, several cultures threw the teeth. Throw them up in the air.
Not like a baseball.
No.
Okay.
Up in the air. And as long as you throw it straight and it comes back down straight, your new teeth will grow in straight.
What if it's windy?
You're going to get some crooked teeth.
You might.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair.
It isn't, but it is the rules.
Mother Nature decided to give you a little help there. Now you're never going to get a date because you're going to be all wonky.
All wonky. It started as possibly an offering to the sun to help.
Why would the sun want your damn teeth?
So that the new teeth would grow in straight.
What does the sun care? When did the sun come?
The sun cares about lots of stuff.
No, it doesn't.
How do you know?
It's a big ball of gas sitting out there waiting to explode and kill everybody.
Be nice to the sun.
I love the sun.
The sun is keeping us alive, not killing us.
For now.
If it hears you in your nonsense about it, it might just be like, all right, listen.
Not my fault.
Off and on. No. Carol is running her mouth. Tired of that?
So is everybody. Yeah, look at you. You laugh. You're like, oh my gosh. It's not true. Yeah,
that's not true.
It kind of is.
That's not true.
No. Winky wink. Shut up.
So, a Norse tradition.
Okay, are we catching up now?
The Vikings.
Okay,
getting to the Vikings.
Let's hear it.
As far back as the 13th century, the Norse Vikings would exchange money for their children's teeth.
I am a Viking.
You are a Viking.
I am a Viking. Who did they buy their teeth from?
Their children.
I do that.
You did.
Yay!
Yes. So
I had no idea.
They believed that teeth, because they were so strong and it took them a while to decompose. Sometimes they last forever in there.
Right.
That they would make good protection.
Mm.
So they used them as talisman on a necklace to save their lives.
Oh.
While they were plundering and Viking.
So when they were out raping and pillaging and all that,
they were protected because
they wore baby teeth necklaces.
They wore their children's teeth around their neck.
How sweet.
Isn't it?
Oh, there's a tear to die.
That's right. You ready to make that necklace with your kids' teeth?
No, I don't plunder. I don't rape.
Protection?
And no,
all right,
really. I have the good Lord Jesus to protect me, so that's what I need.
Okay.
I don't need a baby teeth necklace, but thank you.
Are you sure? Because you know I can make that happen.
I know you could make that happen with all of your wonders of jewelry making.
I mean, I got you.
I know. Did you make this one, or did you just get me that?
I made that.
Well, sometimes you don't.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes you do.
Sometimes I do.
I wanted to make sure because I'm wearing it.
So a common European practice,
yes,
primarily Irish, was to keep a child's tooth under their pillow or around their bed to protect them for the same reasons that the Vikings wore them.
Do you take like the baby teeth and like make a little circle around the bed? I mean, you could.
You could.
You get enough.
Yeah.
Kind of small.
Yeah.
You can't set them end to end because they're like this big.
I know. They're not going to cover a perimeter.
No, not really.
Unless you had like 47 kids.
Well,
then maybe.
But it's not going to cover all of the kids.
The twin
just pick your favorite.
That's right.
And we'll put all the baby teeth around that one.
You save the favorite. Which one's yours?
Which one's my favorite?
Yeah.
All of them. I couldn't pick a favorite. Are you kidding? Who's your favorite?
My kids watch this, so I can't
say. But you have a favorite.
They are sure
sounds
I do.
Like it. Yeah.
Actually,
all of my boys are sure one of the other ones is my favorite.
Oh, see, all of my kids are sure they are my favorite. And I encourage it all the time by telling them, you know, you're my favorite. Don't tell your sisters.
You know, when you're dead, they're all going to talk.
They already have.
Oh, okay.
They know I do that now. Mm-hmm. But for the longest time, they had no idea.
You broke hearts, didn't you? Mom told you I'm the favorite, and then there was a mutiny, and then now you're nobody's favorite. They love grandma.
They love grandma.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was. They always, you know, it was a giggle when they saw me with their sisters, or when I did something for their sister. They would.
because you're like,
they knew the secret. She's only doing that to be nice to
Yes.
you because she doesn't want you to know I'm the favorite.
You are my favorite. Exactly.
Yep, you're my favorite, but don't tell your sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, I'm pretty sure it was Ellie, let it slip. Mama said I wasn't supposed to tell you, but
I'm her favorite.
I am her. And then they're like, "What? Mom said that to you?"
They knew she knew they were lying. She knew they were lying. No,
Probably.
I am the favorite.
Yeah.
No,
So-
my kids will say, "Well, Andrew's your favorite anyway, or Adam's your favorite anyway. Alex has always been your favorite." I'm like, I don't like any of you.
That's right.
I like to tell them that, and just to see the looks on their
I
faces because
know.
they know it.
Yeah, nobody is my favorite. The dog is my favorite. They would keep the teeth sometimes like on the windowsill or on the nightstand or under the pillow or tucked under the bed somewhere because they were strong. They don't decompose quickly. So they were viewed as magical and protection. So they would keep their children's teeth around their child while they slept.
If they're still in your head, are they lucky?
You know, I'm going to assume so. But they use them as a protective talisman.
Okay.
To prevent fairy or fae people from swapping the child out with the changeling while they were sleeping.
Was that a common problem back then?
Apparently.
And were witches in league with the fae? Is that what you're trying to tell me here?
I don't know if they were.
Maybe fairies are witches and witches are fairies, and they can like do the.
I bet they're related.
Change. Yeah, I bet they could change
they're probably
their size.
Like 6 cousins, 48 times removed.
If you say. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But, you know, I do understand the concern of my child being swapped out with an evil creature that looks just like her. Having raised 3 children, I am fairly certain there were a time or two that happened in my house.
I could believe that. I could believe it. I don't know about that, but I'm not doubting it.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I never kept my kids' teeth with them. So
I have them. They're in my top dresser drawer, so I haven't been switched out. I'm
you're safe.
Pretty certain. Mm-hmm. I like to think that nobody else has been switched out either.
I'm fairly certain with my girls, like puberty, it happened quite often.
Okay.
For a couple of years.
Did they get switched out and then switched back?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, even the not evil version is kind of sassy. So whoever took my kid and swapped it, they were like,
I don't want
this. You know what? I'll just take that other one back. At least I know what I'm getting.
Yep. There's no wild card there with the changeling thingy.
There's no wild card when you have the changeling. Now, when you have my children, those are some wild cards.
You're throwing it to the wind. Good luck.
Yep.
Okay.
And then French folklore.
Ooh, fancy.
Also, so they don't have a tooth fairy. They have a tooth mouse. There's a little mouse crawling around.
Do they have a tooth mouse trap?
I don't think they're trying to trap it.
Well, I mean, what if they're trying to trap some other mouse? And they inadvertently did you not think this through to conclusion?
Well, I didn't think any of it. It's the French.
Okay. All right.
It is the French that didn't think it through.
Okay.
But
gotcha.
They would put the tooth under the pillow.
Right.
And
have you seen Rise of the Guardians? Of course you haven't.
There's always my favorite part of this.
I know, but there's a tooth fairy in that, and there's a little tooth mouse that they run into. He's from the French department, so that makes sense to me now.
Actually, there are several countries: Belgium, Morocco, Switzerland, Italy,
I'm going to make
Mexico.
you a note that we need to watch this movie.
Please do, because you know I'm gonna. Because you made a note in my handy dandy composition book.
You do what I say.
Always.
I mean, you don't, but you should. I even put a box around it.
So I'll know. Okay.
Get it. Well, you'll see it. It's part of your lesson of the day.
It is. It is. So.
Okay.
Anyway, lots of countries
have a tooth mouse.
Have a tooth mouse.
Gotcha.
South America, Mexico, Belgium, Morocco, Switzerland, Italy, French, but it all stems from a French fairy tale. So they all have a tooth mouse as opposed to a tooth fairy.
Right.
It all stems from a 17th century French fairy tale. That may or may not be so child friendly.
Oh, God damn. Okay.
So it was called La Bonne Petite Souris, which means the little good mouse.
Okay.
However, the little good mouse did some naughty things.
Oh, no.
Yes. There was an evil king with an evil prince.
Did they live in an evil castle and do an evil jig and like that whole kind
Pretty
of?
much.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Fun. I'm on board.
The evil king wanted his evil prince to marry the princess of the good king.
Oh, are we trying to corrupt the princess?
I think we're just trying to acquire some land for the son.
Okay, got you.
So he comes up with this brilliant idea to make it happen.
Oh.
He kills the good king and kidnaps the pregnant queen.
Okay.
So the plan is, once she gives birth,
marry that princess. Do we know that she's having a girl?
No.
There wasn't a princess ahead of time?
Plan.
There wasn't a princess ahead of time?
No, there was a backup plan, though. If she had a boy, they were just going to kill him.
Of course, well, duh.
So, a little...
Why didn't he just marry the pregnant queen?
And, maybe she had a headache.
I don't care.
Or needed to wash her hair.
Well, maybe she didn't want her husband murdered.
Or maybe she wanted to stay with her husband and didn't want to marry his murderer. I don't know. She was probably being selfish or something.
Women.
I know.
Damn.
So, a cute little mouse comes to visit the pregnant queen who is being held captive in the evil king's evil castle.
Right. I bet she didn't do an evil jig. She's pregnant. She's going to be like, dude, I'm going to be off my feet.
Miserable.
Suck it. I'm going to sit here and you can bring me a pillow, put my feet up.
She befriends the little mouse.
Of course she does.
And she shares her meager rations of food.
You think they'd want to keep her plumped up and make that maybe princess
plumped up
healthy.
Wasn't really the goal alive.
Well, I mean, you want to feed the baby.
They weren't really so concerned with what happened to the queen after she had the baby, too.
On your way to having the baby.
Are
you going with me here?
I am.
In utero.
We
need to have grub and such.
We do.
Anyway, she fed the mouse.
She fed the mouse.
Okay.
To thank her, the cute little mouse
killed the evil king.
Snuck up to the evil king's bed while he was sleeping and pulled all of his teeth.
Oh.
And
he didn't wake up for this?
Well, it wasn't like all at one time.
Did he have many teeth? Maybe he just had tooth.
He had many teeth, but he also would like bite him and bite his nose and would go harass the prince.
Was it like a rabid mouse? Did he make the evil king sick with like rabies or dysentery or
probably?
I mean, we can hope.
Anyway, all of this torture led to the king's death.
Ooh.
And the prince's death.
Oh, what happened to the prince?
He did the same thing.
Oh, I thought maybe he just died of sadness because evil Pop is gone.
No,
and now he has nobody to live in the evil castle with.
The cute little mouse tortured him too, and they both died.
Okay.
So then the queen and her baby girl, which was a princess,
dodged a bullet.
They were
either way, you were gonna.
Yeah. But it turns out the mouse wasn't actually a mouse; it was a fairy godmother. I didn't know.
Back to it.
I had no idea that fairy godmothers would kill people for you. I don't remember Disney telling me that.
Well, Disney didn't tell you that, but
now the Brothers Grimm did.
Yeah, the Brothers Grimm did. But in order to get that glass slipper on, the evil sisters cut their toes off.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
so don't tell me the evil, or I'm not sorry, not the evil. The
But
fairy godmother had her way.
she did.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't do it herself.
Well, do you think she made it to where that shoe wasn't going to fit those girls in their size 14?
I mean, either that or God and genetics did.
Well, okay, but this is a fairy tale,
Oh,
so
okay.
I thought we were just going to play that game, but I guess we're not.
Oh, crap. I talked to science about it. Huh?
Talk to science.
Shoot. Why do I act up like that?
Science is the fun hater.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Science was not involved in the Tooth Fairy.
No, probably not.
Or the creation of.
Or the fairy godmother that was the little baby mouse.
Not involved.
Did the queen and the good baby princess, did they then get the land of the bad guys?
I'm sure they did.
I'd like to think they did.
I'm sure they did.
Little, Yep, compensation.
That's right.
Some recompense.
Yep, folklorists believe that not necessarily the fairy tale, but the French tradition of putting the tooth under your pillow, which somehow they decided was a good idea based on this fairy tale. I don't know how the two work together, but somehow they did.
Well, somebody thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
If we put it under here and then you don't get bit by, the rabid mouse, then maybe there'll be a Frank under your pillow.
That's right. They took all of these traditions and made our tooth fairy.
Sweet.
Just tiny little bits and pieces, and jigsaw puzzled it all together.
Tiny little pieces of tooth along the way.
It had to leak out.
It had to. Mm-hmm. You can only hold so much.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. But then there were some other fun things.
Such as?
Turkey. The country turkey.
Oh.
Turkish parents.
Like, what the hell? Turkeys don't have teeth?
They don't?
I wouldn't think so. They're birds.
Well, birds can't have teeth?
No.
Why can't they have teeth?
They get that one that they get a peck out of their little shell with, and then they don't have any more.
Yeah, okay. Well, so they had a tooth at some point.
The turkeys had a tooth.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the country turkey?
Yes.
Okay.
Turkish parents. They use their children's teeth as kind of a way to bring fortune to their children.
Do they sell them?
Nope. They bury them.
Where?
Wherever they feel like their child would succeed in a career. So if they think their child would be an amazing doctor, they're going to bury that tooth next to a hospital.
Okay. What if do they have to beat through the concrete parking lot? I mean, what do they have to do? Because you got to be careful with that. You don't want to bury it next to the parking lot at the hospital, because then maybe you're going to be a meter maid.
Good point.
You got to be careful where you aim that tooth. If you want them to be a doctor and then they're like, no, I would really like to work in a parking lot. Or it's the parents' fault. You
bury it close to the human resources department at the hospital.
And then they become a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? They spend all their time in human resources because they're in trouble? Yeah. It's all those dirty jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
They want them to be a engineer. They're going to bury their tooth. But see,
you're going to spit it on out. Where are they going to bury it if they want them to be an engineer?
Like an engineering firm.
Oh, I thought like next to a train track.
That might work
not that
too.
Kind of engineer.
Or they'll be a railroad. Blah. Or they'll be a railroad worker. You just don't know.
You should have had some coffee today.
I probably should have. I had my Celsius though.
Yeah, even though you don't like coffee.
Coffee tastes like dirt.
It doesn't.
It smells pretty.
It does.
But think of it this way, okay?
Moving right along.
Yes. So, you want your kid to be successful.
I do.
You don't necessarily want to pick their career, but you want to guide them. How many baby teeth do you have? 20?
Maybe.
20 opportunities.
You just bury them
wherever.
Randomly at different. Kind of a crapshoot right there. It's kind of vague. It's pretty random. I think it's bullshit. I think you just made it up.
I didn't.
I think you did.
those
You started talking about turkey, and I told you turkey don't have teeth, and then you went on this.
Yeah, that happened.
Made it up.
So in Japan, the child takes the tooth outside.
Oh.
If it's a bottom tooth,
okay,
they throw it straight up in the air. And it's the same, the grow straight, go good. If it goes straight up in the air and comes straight down.
If it hits the notebook,
if
what
it
happens?
hits the notebook,
okay,
there's probably a chip in the adult tooth that grows in its place. I would imagine.
I got you. Okay. Throw it up in the air.
Yeah. Bottom tooth throws up in the air.
Not throw it up like
Not
that.
like that.
Okay.
Don't
puke. Okay.
Top tooth?
Yes.
Throw it down at the ground.
Because you're angry at it?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I was angry when my tooth
fell out of your face.
Yes. Because I kind of thought I needed them.
And then you got more.
I did.
But there's not a third set usually, so don't lose these.
Oh, believe me, I know that. I grew up in Oklahoma where 75% of the population has lost all of their adult teeth by the time they are 40. So there's that.
Or 26.
Or 26.
Maybe. Depends
sometimes.
on,
What do you think Tooth Fairyland looks like?
I think it probably has towers of gold and white enamel. But the gold isn't like...
From the gold teeth.
Well, there could be gold teeth too, but yeah.
It is
I just thought
Why do people want gold teeth?
I don't know.
In Greece.
Okay.
Korea. In Brazil. And a few other countries. Children throw their teeth on the roof of the house.
How strong are these children? How low are these houses?
I don't know.
What if you have to stay outside until you hit it on the roof?
Probably.
Don't you come in till that tooth is on the roof?
But you have to get it up on the roof so that a bird will find it.
I thought you could say so a bird would shit on it. Is that lucky in some cultures? I mean, go ahead.
Maybe it is.
Okay.
But the bird finds it up on the roof and they take the tooth and replace it with the grown-up teeth.
Why? Why would a bird do that?
Well, I don't know. I didn't talk to the bird.
Does a bird have access to grown-up teeth and they bring it back and then they like peck it into your gums? You don't know.
I don't.
Why didn't you read further? Damn it, Kristen. Oh, we can't be friends anymore.
I fail you so much.
You do. We've got to break up.
I would say I'm sorry about it.
You're not.
I don't want to tell you lies.
Yeah, you don't care. You're like, whatever, Carol. Fine.
It happens.
Fine. I'm just not supposed to ask questions. I'm just supposed to sit here and be your eye candy. Is that it?
That's it, exactly. You are my eye candy.
Well, shit. I'm just supposed to sit here and not have a thought in my little head.
Oh, no, I need the sarcastic thoughts.
Okay, well, that too then. Okay. That I'm not just eye candy.
Not just eye candy.
You love me for my brain.
I love you for your foul mouth.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who doesn't, right?
We all do.
Yeah, I know.
And on that.
Is that it?
I think we're done.
Have we managed?
Have
we finished it?
We are done.
All right.
We know all the things to know about teeth and children
and the
loss of them.
I doubt it. I doubt we know.
And the birds.
We haven't even scratched the surface, have we?
There was lots.
But we have presented enough for today.
We have explained where our American tradition of the Tooth Fairy comes from.
Okay.
And thrown in some little extra.
Join us next time.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more crap.
Hers.
Yours.
I bring the info.
Ours.
She brings the crap.
No, this is all a bunch of, yeah. No, it's not crap. It's interesting.
It's funny.
Pretty much.
Tell them.
That I love them?
Yeah.
Okay, I love you.
Oh, I have a fondness.
Yes, she does.
We'll see you next time.
Yep.